We might see a $70,000 Bitcoin in April. Historically, since 2011, April has been one of the best months for Bitcoin returns. And a few weeks ago, I made a poll on my Instagram asking, will Bitcoin reach $70,000 before April 7th? And 64% of people said yes. And at the end of this video, after we cover today's 3 news stories, I want you to put down in the comments below whether you think Bitcoin will reach $70,000 in April 2021. Welcome aboard the Bitcoin Express. My name is Chase. Let's get to it. To start off, Tether stablecoin is fully backed according to auditing firm Moore Cayman. And this is big because for many years, Tether has not been open to any audits, and we were not sure whether their stablecoin was backed one-to-one. But according to the firm Moore Cayman, they believe that it is. But we need to take this with a grain of salt because whenever an audit is performed, it really depends on who is the auditing service. Moore Cayman is a provider of auditing services to firms and funds in various jurisdictions, including offshore jurisdictions like the Cayman Islands and British Virgin Islands, as well as Delaware, Hong Kong, the United Kingdom, and others. So they're not a top auditing firm. They are not Deloitte, PwC, Ernst & Young, or KPMG. So like I said, we need to take this with a grain of salt. And a spokesperson for Tether stated, we do intend to release attestations periodically going forward. But this is not really their choice. This is something that they have to do. As we know, Tether was sued by the New York Attorney General, but they decided to settle, pay $18.5 million, and also agreed to provide quarterly reports describing the composition of Tether's reserves for the next 2 years. But surprisingly, this audit by Moore Cayman has nothing to do with this New York requirement. The assurance provided by Cayman Islands-based Moore Cayman is not part of the reporting requirement to New York. The assurance is not an audit. Also, the firm didn't specify what assets back the so-called stablecoin. So it's an audit, but I would say not the best audit. But at least in the short term for the month of April, things are looking clear. And a quick summary about the Tether situation for those of you that are not aware. Over the last few years, there is worry that Tether is not fully backed. And the reason this is a scary situation is because about 55% of all Bitcoin purchases are conducted with Tether according to researcher CryptoCompare. So if Tether is fake or not backed, then we would think that the crypto markets are fake as well. Every time we see Tether is printed, we'll also see the crypto markets pump as well. Tether is the world's 4th biggest cryptocurrency according to data tracker CoinMarketCap. Its market value has grown nearly 10 times in the past year, similar to the increase in Bitcoin. So this is something we do not really want to find out. If we ever find out that Tether is not fully backed, it probably won't be the best for the crypto markets. But something that we all can agree on, whether you believe Tether is backed or it is not backed, is that during the times that Tether is being printed and the market believes that it is somewhat backed, typically we'll see the price of Bitcoin in the crypto market go up. However, there are those that believe that Tether is not the specific cause of the market going up. Tether printer isn't pumping up crypto prices, according to some researchers. When we see Tether being printed, we see the price of Bitcoin go up. Whether the price is specifically due to Tether being printed, that's up for debate. But at least for the short term, the month of April, things are looking very clear. Next up, when it comes to marketing, Bitcoin must be part of your marketing strategy. Chipotle is giving away $100,000 in Bitcoin. And all you have to do is tomorrow, April 1st, go to this website, burritosorbitcoin.com. I hope that it is real. I hope that it's not an April Fool's joke. I don't think that it is. And all you need to do is guess a valid 6-digit code. Each player gets 10 tries during the contest, which runs from noon to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The prizes will be 50 fans will win $500 worth of Bitcoin. 3 will win $25,000 worth of Bitcoin. And if you don't win crypto, 10,000 fans will win 1 burrito. So I do believe This is the future of marketing. You will need to reward and incentivize in Bitcoin, and eventually we'll see other cryptocurrencies as well. Next up, PayPal launches crypto checkout service. PayPal has started allowing US customers to use their cryptocurrency holdings to pay at millions of its online merchants globally. And this is very big news. When PayPal first integrated crypto into their services, it was extremely bullish. We knew at that time they were not going to allow deposits and withdrawals, but what we did know, or what we thought at the time, is that eventually you'll be able to spend your crypto. You'll take your Bitcoin, you'll spend it, the merchant will receive Bitcoin, but it's not exactly how we thought it would be. However, it is a step in the right direction. Customers who hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin in PayPal digital wallets will now be able to convert their holdings into fiat currencies at checkout. So it won't be crypto to crypto, it will be crypto converted to fiat. So I'm not going to complain. It's still good news. It's a step in the right direction. We're not going to get to the finish line overnight. It will take time. But something that I do like about PayPal, and I think this is something we can all agree on, is that they make the process simple and easy. According to CEO Dan Schulman, this is the first time you can seamlessly use cryptocurrencies in the same way as a credit card or debit card inside your PayPal wallet. And he is right. This is going to be a big step, even though it's a small step in the moment. It's a big step in the transition of people actually using cryptocurrency. As he stated, we think it is a transitional point where cryptocurrencies move from being predominantly an asset class that you buy, hold, or sell to now becoming a legitimate funding source to make transactions in the real world at millions of merchants. And I do hope in the future that PayPal does make some adjustments, just like Robinhood plans to. Robinhood, as we know, does not allow deposits or withdrawals of crypto, but they are planning to launch a crypto wallet as fast as possible. And the reason is because they understand that this prevents people from wanting to join Robinhood. If you don't have deposits and withdrawals, it's really not real crypto. So PayPal has no mention of this yet, but I do hope in the future they do add deposits and withdrawals and actually allow people to spend crypto and the merchant to accept crypto rather than accept it in fiat. So I don't think it will happen. I wouldn't put my money on it, but one can hope. So very good news right before we enter April 2021. So put down in the comments below whether you think we will see a $70,000 Bitcoin in April of 2021. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.